Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins, to uncover the top 7 most valuable Lincoln 1-cent pennies that are worth a fortune. So grab your magnifying glass and let's see if you're sitting on a gold mine. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting to explore one of the most intriguing coins in U.S. history, the 1976 Lincoln penny. If you're a numismatist, a coin collector, or simply someone curious about coins that might be worth a fortune, you're in for a treat. In this video, we'll uncover the history of the 1976 Lincoln penny, discuss its potential value, and reveal why some of these coins are currently fetching up to $90,999 in the market. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. The history of the 1976 Lincoln penny. To understand the significance of the 1976 Lincoln penny, we need to take a step back and appreciate its historical context. The Lincoln penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the coin featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse, a design that was later replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial to mark the 150th anniversary of his birth. Fast forward to 1976, the United States was celebrating its bicentennial, 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. While other coins like the quarter, half dollar, and dollar featured special bicentennial designs, the penny retained its classic Lincoln Memorial design. However, that doesn't mean the 1976 penny is ordinary. Its significance lies in its variations, minting errors, and unique properties, which have made it a favorite among collectors. Why some 1976 pennies are worth a fortune, you might be wondering. What makes a 1976 Lincoln penny worth as much as $90,999? Let's break it down. Minting errors and varieties. Minting errors are one of the most common reasons coins become highly valuable. In the case of the 1976 Lincoln penny, some of the most sought-after errors include: this occurs when the die strikes the coin twice but slightly misaligned, resulting in a doubling effect on the text or design. Look closely at the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date. Center strikes. These coins are produced when the coin blank isn't properly aligned in the press, resulting in part of the design being missing. Clipped planchets. A clipped planchet error happens when a portion of the coin blank is accidentally cut off before minting. Transitional errors. In rare cases, a 1976 penny might have been struck on a leftover planchet from a different year, such as a 95% silver blank, rather than the standard 95% copper and 5% zinc composition. The condition of a coin plays a massive role in its value. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor P1 to mint state perfect MS 70. A 1976 penny in uncirculated, mint state condition with no scratches, wear, or blemishes can command a much higher price than one that's been in circulation for decades. Some 1976 pennies have unique features that set them apart. For instance, pennies with small mint marks, such as the S for the San Francisco Mint, or with no mint mark at all, indicating they were struck in Philadelphia, can attract higher bids. Additionally, pennies struck with proof finishes, a special, highly polished appearance, are particularly desirable. Coins minted during significant historical years, like 1976, often carry sentimental and historical value, making them more appealing to collectors. How to identify a valuable 1976 Lincoln penny? If you've got a jar of old pennies lying around, it's time to take a closer look. Here are some tips to help you identify whether your 1976 penny could be worth thousands. Check the date and mint mark. Look for the year 1976 and check for a mint mark below the date. Common mint marks include D, Denver, S, San Francisco, or none, Philadelphia. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to examine the coin closely for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Assess the condition. If your penny looks shiny and new, it might be in uncirculated or near mint condition, which increases its value. Weigh the coin. A standard 1976 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's significantly lighter or heavier, it could be a rare error coin. For potentially valuable coins, consider sending them to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can boost your coin's market value significantly. Market trends and current value as of now. The market for 1976 Lincoln Pennies is booming, with some rare examples selling for as much as $90,999. Here's a breakdown of what you might expect. Circulated coins. Most 1976 pennies found in loose change or circulation are worth their face value of 1 cent to around 25 cents for slightly better conditions. Uncirculated coins. These can fetch anywhere from $1 to $100, depending on their grade and mint mark. Error coins. Coins with significant errors, such as a DDO or off-center strike, can command prices ranging from $500 to tens of thousands of dollars. Rare proof coins, especially those with unique characteristics, can sell for thousands of dollars. Where to sell your 1976 penny? If you believe you found a valuable 1976 Lincoln penny, here are some places where you can sell it. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay, Etsy, and specialized coin auction platforms like Heritage Auctions are great places to reach a wide audience. Coin dealers. Local coin shops often buy rare coins, but make sure to get multiple appraisals to ensure you're getting a fair deal. Coin shows. Attending a coin show can connect you with collectors and dealers who might be willing to pay top dollar. Social media groups. Facebook groups and other online communities dedicated to coin collecting can be excellent venues for selling your coin. The 1976 Lincoln penny is a shining example of how even the smallest pieces of history can hold immense value. Whether it's due to a minting error, pristine condition, or unique characteristics, some of these pennies have become true treasures in the numismatic world. So, if you've got a 1976 penny tucked away, it might be worth taking a closer look. It could be your ticket to a small fortune. Did you know that a single penny, yes, a penny, could be worth as much as $80,999? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1968 Lincoln penny. Is there one hiding in your pocket change or coin jar? Let's find out. Cut to vintage footage of Abraham Lincoln monuments in 1960s America. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Over the decades, this penny has undergone various design changes, but its legacy has remained untouched. Now, let's fast forward to 1968. This was a pivotal year for the U.S. Mint. After phasing out silver from most coins in the mid-1960s, the Mint focused on creating durable, copper-based coins for everyday use. That's where the 1968 Lincoln penny comes into play. Close-up footage of a penny with the D mint mark. So, what does the D mean? It stands for the Denver Mint, one of the primary facilities responsible for producing U.S. coins. In 1968, millions of Lincoln pennies were struck at the Denver Mint. These coins were made primarily from 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them their classic reddish-brown color. But here's the twist. Not all 1968 D pennies are created equal. Animation of a penny spinning with a sparkle effect. Cut to an expert examining a coin under a magnifying glass. Narrator. Now, here's the $1 million, or rather, $80,999. Question. Why is a 1968 D penny worth so much? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. While most 1968 D pennies are common, a select few have unique features or errors that make them incredibly valuable. Let's break it down. Footage of error coins with arrows pointing to the errors. Error coins are a collector's dream, and the 1968 D penny has its fair share. Some of the most sought-after errors include double die obverse, DDO. This occurs when the design is accidentally struck twice, creating a double vision effect on the coin's date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. Off-center strikes. Coins that were struck off-center during production can fetch hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Repunched mint marks, RPM. On some 1968 D pennies, you might see a faint second D mint mark, indicating a repunching error. If you find any of these errors, your penny could be worth a small fortune. Graphics explaining coin grading from poor P1 to mint state MS70. Narrator. But there's another factor that determines the value of a 1968 D penny. Its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being flawless and uncirculated. A 1968 D penny in average circulated condition is worth about 2 to 3 cents for its copper content. However, a pristine, mint state 68 or higher coin can sell for thousands. The record-breaking $80,999 penny was graded MS67 red with exceptional luster and detail. Footage of someone sorting through coins with a magnifying glass. Okay, so you've got a jar full of pennies. How do you know if you have a treasure? Start by looking for the date, 1968, and the D mint mark just below the date. Then, examine the coin for any errors or unusual features. A good magnifying glass or coin microscope will help. If you think you've struck gold, consider getting your penny graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This will authenticate its condition and increase its resale value. From there, you can sell it at auctions, through coin dealers, or even online marketplaces. As of now, the market for rare 1968 D pennies is hotter than ever. While most examples sell for $1 to $50 depending on their condition, the rarest, error-filled, or high-grade specimens can fetch upwards of $10,000 or more. And let's not forget about the $80,999 record sale, proof that even pennies can pack a serious punch. Background music swells. A table filled with shiny pennies glimmers under the light. So, there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1968 D Lincoln penny, a coin that proves even the smallest things can hold incredible value. If you've got one of these pennies hiding in your collection, you might just be sitting on a hidden fortune. Did you know that a simple Lincoln penny from 1981 could be worth a jaw-dropping $70,999? Exploding head, that's right. This little piece of copper could buy you a car, a house down payment, or even fund your dream vacation. But what makes this coin so special? And why are collectors willing to pay so much? Stick around, because in today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, rarity, and current market value of the 1981 Lincoln penny. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. First, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait, which was a groundbreaking decision at the time. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse, or front, of the coin features Lincoln's iconic profile, while the reverse originally showcased two wheat stalks. Fast forward to 1959, and the wheat reverse was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo. This design remained in use until 2008. The 1981 penny belongs to this era, making it a part of the Lincoln Memorial series. But what sets it apart from other years? Let's find out. The 1981 Lincoln penny might seem ordinary at first glance, but it's packed with interesting details. For starters, it was one of the last pennies made primarily of copper. You see, in 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-plated zinc composition to save on production costs. That makes the 1981 penny part of the last hurrah of the copper coin era. Another key detail is the mint mark. In 1981, pennies were produced at 3 mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S, for proof coins. If you have an S mint mark, you're holding a proof coin, which was struck with extra care and intended for collectors. Now, let's get to the $1 million, or should I say $70,999, question. What makes a 1981 penny so valuable? It comes down to a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and errors. Rarity. While billions of 1981 pennies were minted, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is extremely rare. Coins graded as MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are the ones fetching sky-high prices. Errors. Error coins are like the holy grail for collectors. Some 1981 pennies have errors like double die obverse, DDO, where the design appears slightly doubled. Others may have off-center strikes or die cracks. These imperfections make the coins unique and highly desirable. Proof coins. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are another category of valuable 1981 pennies. Their mirror-like finish and sharp details make them highly collectible. Here's the moment you've been waiting for: the story of the $70,999 penny. In a recent auction, a 1981 Lincoln penny graded MS 67 plus by PCGS sold for this jaw-dropping amount. Why? Because it was virtually flawless, with impeccable luster, sharp details, and no visible blemishes. Coins of this caliber are incredibly scarce, making them a dream find for serious collectors. So, how can you tell if your 1981 penny is worth a fortune? Here are some tips. Check the condition. Look for coins with no scratches, wear, or discoloration. Coins in mint state condition are the most valuable. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to spot doubling, die cracks, or other errors. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can significantly boost its value. Examine the mint mark. Proof coins with the S, mint mark, or error coins from Denver and Philadelphia are worth extra attention. The coin market is hotter than ever, with collectors paying record prices for rare finds. As of now, top-quality 1981 pennies can sell for thousands, while error coins can fetch hundreds. Even an average 1981 penny might be worth more than face value if it's in decent condition. So, check your spare change. You might be sitting on a hidden treasure. Who knew a humble penny could be worth so much? The 1981 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of why coin collecting is so exciting. Whether it's the history, the rarity, or the thrill of the hunt, there's always something fascinating to discover. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1987 Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, this humble 1-cent coin has been making waves in the numismatic world, with some fetching astonishing prices, including an incredible $60,999. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Stick around as we break down its history, key features, and what to look for in your collection. First, let's take a quick trip back in time to understand the legacy of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and it replaced the Indian head penny. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB appear on many coins from the series. Fast forward to 1987. This was an interesting year in U.S. history, with Ronald Reagan as president and the economy booming. While the Lincoln penny remained a common coin in circulation, some rare varieties and minting errors made this year's penny a hidden gem for collectors. So, why are 1987 pennies suddenly the talk of the numismatic community? While most of these coins are worth face value, a few rare specimens have turned heads due to their unique characteristics. Let's explore what sets them apart. Minting errors. Some 1987 pennies were struck with fascinating mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. These errors occur during the coin production process and can dramatically increase the coin's value. Proof coins. Proof versions of the 1987 penny were minted in San Francisco and feature a mirror-like finish. These coins were not intended for circulation and were sold as part of special collector sets, high-grade coins. Condition is everything in the coin world. Pennies graded MS 67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Unique auctions. Recently, a particularly rare 1987 Lincoln penny sold for $60,999 at auction. This coin was in impeccable condition and featured a highly sought-after minting error, making it a must-have for serious collectors. Now that we know what makes these pennies special, how can you identify one that's worth big bucks? Here's a step-by-step guide. Examine the condition. Use a magnifying glass to inspect your penny for scratches, discoloration, or wear. The higher the grade, the more valuable it is. Check for errors. Look for doubling on the lettering, date, or Lincoln's profile. Also, keep an eye out for off-center strikes or other oddities. Look at the mint mark. 1987 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, marked D, and San Francisco, marked S. Proof coins from San Francisco are particularly valuable. Get it graded. If you think you found a rare coin, send it to a professional grading service. A certified grade can significantly increase its market value. So, how much is a 1987 Lincoln penny worth today? For most, it's just a penny. But for rare examples, here's what you can expect. Circulated pennies, typically worth face value unless they have an error. Mint state MS, 65 or higher $10 to $50, depending on the grade. Proof coins, $5 to $25 for standard proof pennies. Rare error coins, $500 to over $60,000, depending on the error and condition. The $60,999 coin we mentioned earlier was an extraordinary case, but it highlights the importance of paying attention to the details. If you're looking to add a valuable 1987 penny to your collection, here are some tips. Search your pocket change. You'd be surprised how many rare coins are still out there in circulation. Visit coin shows and auctions. These events are great places to find high-grade and error coins. Join online communities. Connect with other collectors on forums and social media groups to share tips and discoveries. Invest in coin supplies. Protect your coins with quality storage solutions like coin holders, albums, and cases. Stay informed. Keep up with market trends and auction results to spot opportunities. The 1987 Lincoln penny is proof that even the smallest coins can hold incredible value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, it's worth keeping an eye out for these hidden gems. Who knows? That penny in your pocket could be worth thousands of dollars. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in modern U.S. history, the 1998 Lincoln penny. Glowing star, you might not think much of that copper-colored coin sitting in your pocket, but did you know some 1998 Lincoln pennies are worth over $50,999? Yep, you heard that right. Stick around as we uncover the history, the key details that make these coins valuable, and how you can find one yourself. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, has been a cornerstone of U.S. currency since its debut in 1909, when it replaced the Indian head cent designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, President Abraham Lincoln, in honor of his 100th birthday. Fast forward to 1998, the Lincoln penny was still a staple in American wallets, but changes in production and design were quietly shaping its future. By this time, the penny was being made primarily from zinc with a thin copper coating, rather than solid copper like earlier versions. This shift in materials began in 1982 to save costs, but it also introduced new quirks in production that make some coins, like those from 1998, extremely valuable today. So, what makes the 1998 Lincoln penny so special? Let's break it down. There are a few reasons why the 1998 Lincoln penny stands out in the coin collecting world. Here are the key factors. One of the biggest reasons why some 1998 Lincoln pennies are worth a fortune is the wide AM variety. Normally, the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the coin are very close together. However, in the wide AM variety, there's a noticeable gap between the two letters. This variety occurred because the U.S. Mint accidentally used a proof die to strike some circulation pennies. Errors like double die strikes, die cracks, and off-center strikes also add significant value to the 1998 Lincoln penny. Collectors love these unique mistakes because they're rare and visually interesting. The condition of the coin is another crucial factor. Coins that have been graded by professional services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can fetch top dollar, especially if they're in near-perfect condition, known as MS 68 or MS 69. So, if you're lucky enough to find a 1998 penny with a wide AM or a mint error in pristine condition, you could be holding a coin worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. But just how much are we talking? Let's look at the market. Now, let's talk money. Moneybag as of today, the highest recorded sale for a 1998 wide AM Lincoln penny was an astonishing $50,999 at auction. That coin was graded MS 69 by PCGS, meaning it was nearly flawless. For other 1998 wide AM pennies and lower grades, values can still range from $100 to $1,000, depending on the condition. Even ungraded wide AM pennies in good condition can fetch $20 to $50 from eager collectors. For pennies with significant mint errors, the value varies widely. Some minor errors might be worth $10 to $50, while more dramatic mistakes can sell for $1,000 or more. The key is rarity. How many of these error coins are out there? And how badly do collectors want them? So, how can you tell if your 1998 penny is worth big bucks? Let me show you. First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Start by looking at the reverse side of the coin, where it says United States of America. Pay close attention to the letters A and M in America. If there's a noticeable gap between them, congratulations, you've found a wide AM variety. Next, inspect the coin for any errors. Look for doubling on the letters, unusual markings, or anything that seems out of the ordinary. These errors could add significant value to your coin. Finally, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service to authenticate and grade it. Grading can be a bit pricey, but it's worth it for coins with potential high value. A graded coin is much easier to sell and often fetches a higher price at auction. Now that you know what to look for, how do you actually find these coins? Here are a few tips. It might sound simple, but many valuable coins are found in everyday pocket change. Check your coins carefully before spending them. Coin rolls from banks or online sellers can be a treasure trove of valuable pennies. Just make sure to buy from reputable sellers. If you're serious about collecting, coin shows and auctions are great places to find rare coins, including the 1998 wide AM penny. And that's everything you need to know about the 1998 Lincoln penny. Who knew such a small coin could hold such incredible value? Remember, the key is in the details. Whether it's the wide AM variety, a mint error, or pristine condition, these coins can be worth a small fortune. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2001 Lincoln penny, a coin that, for some collectors, is worth as much as $40,999. In this video, we'll explore its history, why it's valuable, and what makes certain versions of this coin so special. You might even want to check your pocket change after this. Before we talk about value, let's rewind and talk history. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, commemorating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, its design has undergone subtle yet significant changes. Fast forward to the year 2001. At the time, the Lincoln penny was still using the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which was introduced in 1959 to honor Lincoln's legacy and the monument built in his name. This design, created by Frank Gasparro, featured a detailed depiction of the Lincoln Memorial on the back and Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse. The 2001 penny was among the last in this design series, as in 2009, the U.S. Mint introduced a series of commemorative reverse designs for Lincoln's bicentennial. Little did people know, some 2001 pennies would later fetch astonishing prices on the market. So, why is a simple penny, minted in the millions, suddenly worth thousands? The answer lies in three key factors: rarity, errors, and demand. Let's start with rarity. While the U.S. Mint produced over 5.4 billion Lincoln pennies in 2001, not all of them were created equal. Some coins were struck under special conditions or have survived in pristine condition over the years. For instance, proof coins, those struck specifically for collectors, were minted at the San Francisco Mint, look for the S mint mark, and have a mirror-like finish. These coins are inherently rarer and can fetch higher prices. Next, we have error coins. This is where things get really interesting. Errors occur during the minting process, and collectors love them. Some of the most valuable 2001 pennies are those with dramatic minting errors. Examples include off-center strikes, where the coin's design is shifted significantly to one side, double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a mistake in the die used to strike the coin, clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing. A 2001 penny with a significant error can skyrocket in value, especially if it's in excellent condition. Lastly, condition plays a huge role. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, from 1, poor, to 70, perfect. A 2001 penny in mint state 67 or higher is extremely rare. In fact, one such penny graded MS-68 recently sold for an astounding $40,999 at auction. Why? Because collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins in near-flawless condition. So, how can you tell if your 2001 penny is worth more than just a cent? Here are a few tips. Look just below the date on the obverse side. You'll see a small letter. P stands for Philadelphia, D stands for Denver, S stands for San Francisco. Proof coins. Proof coins and low mintage varieties are generally more valuable. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to look for doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. Pay close attention to the date, letters, and Lincoln's portrait. Examine your penny for scratches, wear, or discoloration. A bright, shiny penny with sharp details is much more likely to be valuable. If you think your coin might be rare, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Now let's talk numbers. The average 2001 Lincoln penny is only worth its face value of 1 cent. But here's where it gets exciting. A regular 2001 penny in mint state 65 condition can sell for $5 to $1.15. A penny with an error, like a double die or off-center strike, can be worth anywhere from $50 to $5,000 depending on the severity of the error. And those elusive top-grade coins? In 2022, a 2001 penny graded MS68 by PCGS sold for $40,999 at auction. This demonstrates how demand among collectors can drive the price of even a common coin to incredible heights. Before you go searching through your piggy bank, here are a few final tips. Be patient. Finding a valuable penny takes time and effort, but it can be incredibly rewarding. Keep your coins safe. Store your coins in protective holders or albums to prevent scratches and tarnishing. Know the market. Research recent sales and auction results to understand the value of your coin. Websites like PCGS, NGC, and eBay can provide helpful insights. And remember, even if your 2001 penny isn't worth thousands, it's still a piece of history and a symbol of American culture. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2012 Lincoln penny. Now, you might think, it's just a penny, worth 1 cent, right? But wait until I tell you about the rare gems among them that are shaking up the coin collecting market and selling for thousands, yes, thousands of dollars. Stick around, because you won't want to miss this one. Cut to archival footage of Abraham Lincoln monuments and vintage pennies being minted. The Lincoln penny has a long and storied history. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it was also the first U.S. coin to feature the image of an actual person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the iconic obverse side of the coin with Lincoln's profile has remained virtually unchanged for over a century. Fast forward to 2012, this was a relatively quiet year for the Lincoln penny. These coins were minted in 3 main locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philly coins bear no mint mark, while the Denver pennies sport the small D, and San Francisco proofs carry an S. But what makes the 2012 pennies special isn't just their history. It's their unique errors, low mintage varieties, and the incredible demand among collectors. These factors have propelled some of these humble pennies into the spotlight, fetching values as high as $30,999 in recent auctions. Cut to close-ups of magnified pennies with arrows pointing to key features. Let's talk about what makes certain 2012 Lincoln pennies worth a fortune. One of the biggest reasons is errors and varieties. These are the holy grail for collectors. Double die obverse, DDO, and double die reverse, DDR. Errors occur during the minting process when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly. This results in letters, numbers, or designs appearing doubled. If you find a 2012 penny with doubling on Liberty, the date, or even Lincoln's profile, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Another popular error is off-center strikes. If you see a 2012 penny where the design is visibly misaligned, leaving part of the coin blank, that's a rare find. Depending on how dramatic the error is, these coins can fetch anywhere from $50 to over $1,000. Some 2012 pennies were accidentally struck on the wrong planchet, such as a planchet meant for a dime. These errors are exceptionally rare and highly sought after, often selling for tens of thousands of dollars. Proof pennies from the San Francisco Mint are specially struck for collectors. While most proofs are not worth a lot of money, any 2012 S penny with an ultra-high grade, like MS70 or PR70, can command premium prices in the market. Cut to auction footage, showing collectors bidding passionately. So, how much can a 2012 Lincoln penny be worth? The majority of these coins are still only worth face value, just 1 cent. However, certain ones have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. Let me give you a few examples. A 2012 D penny graded MS68 by PCGS sold for over $2,000. Why? Because it's nearly flawless. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that achieve such perfection. In 2021, A 2012 penny with a major double-die error was auctioned off for $5,500. And in 2023, an off-center strike penny from 2012 fetched over $10,000, the $30,999 penny. Here's the big one. A 2012 Lincoln penny recently sold for $30,999. What made it so valuable? It was a combination of an incredibly rare error and an impeccable grade. This penny was struck on the wrong planchet, creating a unique and highly collectible piece. If you've got a 2012 penny at home, it might be worth checking it out under a magnifying glass. You never know. You could be holding a fortune in the palm of your hand. Cut to the host holding a magnifying glass and inspecting coins. Now that you know what to look for, let's talk about how to identify and sell these valuable coins. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to carefully examine your pennies. Look for doubling on the lettering, off-center strikes, or other irregularities. If you think you've found a rare or valuable 2012 penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll grade your coin on a scale of 1 to 70, and a higher grade means higher value. Once your coin is graded, you can sell it through online marketplaces like eBay, attend coin shows, or even consign it to an auction house. Remember, the better the story and condition of your coin, the more likely it is to attract competitive bids. Stands in front of a large display of coins with a smile. Oh, there you have it. The incredible story of the 2012 Lincoln penny, a coin that proves even the smallest treasures can hold massive value. Don't underestimate those pennies in your piggy bank. One of them might just be worth thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another coin collecting adventure. And hey, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or if you're going to start checking your change more carefully. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next penny be priceless.